My name is Ihesha, and welcome to Ihesha Makes. This is a podcast where I sit and chat with you guys about all of the fiber things I've been doing, from crocheting to knitting to spinning, a little bit of sewing. I was on YouTube the other day and I realized that I've been on here recording for a whole year, which is exciting and crazy because the year has gone by so fast. But I'm just excited to be more intentional with the channel, record more frequently, and just see where this thing goes. So I recently came back for spending Christmas with my family in North Carolina. My mom, my sister-in-law, my aunt, and I went to a couple of yarn stores in the area and purchased some things for Christmas presents. And I made a few things. I can't show them to you in the physical because one is blocking, the other two have been gifted, but I do have pictures that I will insert as I'm talking about them. So first thing is first. Before I went to North Carolina, I purchased my first e-spinner. There is a woman and her husband in the spinning group that I attend who makes their own e-spinners, and I thought that was amazing, and I love supporting small businesses. So I decided to purchase from them. The company is called Plyology. I will make sure I tag them below. But this is my wheel. See how huge the bobbins are? That's what really attracted me to it. A few people in the group already had one. And I loved how the amount of space you get for your bobbin. It was just crazy. Of course, it's super affordable. It's like half the price of the big name brand ones. And whenever they turn them on, it just sounds so quiet. It's like a hum. So I have not used her yet. I put it together and then I just been super busy trying to get other things finished. But I plan on spinning with her, if not tomorrow, then before the weekend's over. I have not come up with a name yet, but I'm sure one will come to me. Before I left for North Carolina, I want to make the Miles shirt jacket. It's been on my in my queue for a long time. So I finally decided to go ahead and buy the yarn for it. I'm going to make a size bigger so my husband and I can share it. And ideally I wanted to shop locally, but the yarn store around me and the ones that we were going to visit in North Carolina did not carry the yarn, or they didn't have it listed online. So I just went to Wool Dreamers and I purchased the Manchalopus yarn. I think I'm saying that right. And it says it's dark gray, but it looks brown. It looks brownish gray in person. So I have 5 plates. The pattern and size I want to make called for 5 plates. It's held. Can I find a piece? It's held double, as you can see. 2 strands held together. So I'm very excited. I really want to start this soon. I have one project that I'm working on for myself, and then once that's finished, I'm going to cast this on. So it's very, very exciting. For this, at first I was going to just try to find yarn or use yarn that I haven't stashed, but I made I can't remember what it's called. It's over there. It's My Favorite Things knitwear. It's a cable sweater I turned into a cardigan. I used different yarn, and I had to hold a double to meet gauge. It's super heavy. I love it, but it's super heavy. So I wanted to try the recommended yarn for once to see if that's something I want to keep doing in the future, or if I need to work better on my substitutions when it comes to projects and working from stash. Finished objects. So I finished my Sophie shawl. I used fisherman's wool and birch tweed. Yes, fisherman's wool birch tweed. I used a ball and a skein and like an eighth. So I had a little ball, a leftover yarn, and I used a whole cake, or a whole ball. It's not a ball per se, but it's what it comes in. I used a full one. I used the leftover ball I had and like the teeniest bit of the second ball. So I have pretty much a whole ball left over for something. I didn't follow the pattern. I have the Sophie scarf pattern, and I kind of just tweaked the rate of increase. I worked until it was wide enough that I liked it, and then I just worked straight for a little bit until I liked how far it draped down my body, and then I started to decrease. So not to pattern whatsoever, but I love it. I will insert a picture of me wearing it here, because I wore it before I blocked it. Then I blocked it today, and I was like, oh, maybe I should have waited until the podcast, but we'll make it work. Finished object number 2 and 3. I decided to make my daughter's scrunchies. The pattern I used, Soho Scrunchie by Tori Yu. And I have some, of course I don't have the ball band. I have some fuzzy yarn I got from Michael's. This is the color I'm going to cast on later on today. It's like a icy white blue, but the color I made theirs in, so it's loops and threads. Loops and threads. The first color I made theirs in was 02B-15. So it's a white, black, gray. And oops, I have purple and black. That's what I mean next. So each girl gets a scrunchie. I intended to do the extra large, but I got impatient, so I did somewhere in between the medium and the large and extra large. I think that's the size, how the sizes go. Sizes mini, medium, and jumbo. So it's between the medium and the jumbo. I will also insert a picture here. Both girls love them. I did have to warn them, and this is on me. The yarn is not 100% acrylic, which I tend to use when I make things for my daughters, just because they're very rough and they will throw everything in the washing machine. So I did warn them, and I'll have to be very conscious of making sure that they don't end up in the washing machine, because they will felt. And even though they're very tiny, it took, I think, like four hours for one. I started before my knit group. I went to knit group, and I bound off at the knit group. And the knit group is like 4 hours, so a little over 4 hours. But I'm having fun with them, so I can't complain. I did find a crochet pattern that I sent to my mom and my sister-in-law, so I might, after the knitted ones are done, I might crochet, because I have a lot. What fell on the floor? So I've already made 2 scrunchies from this one, and you can see it's still a lot, so I'll probably crochet a couple, because I seem very excited about them, so why not use all the yarn. Oh, another purchase I made, I really liked the redesign bags. I keep seeing them everywhere, and I had convinced myself that I could justify paying the $100 and something price tag for these bags. So I went online to purchase, and when I looked it up, it said side zipper or diagonal zipper toiletry bag, and I'm like, it's not a knitting bag. I thought it was knitting. I guess we just took it over as a knitting bag. I mean, it works. So I decided to copy the description and paste it to Amazon, and I came up with these. So my mom, my sister-in-law, and I each got a bag. I got this lime yellow green color. My mom loves blue, so she got like a blue, like a soft blue. I wouldn't call it baby blue, but it's like a soft blue. And my sister-in-law got a black one. I wanted to give her a funky color, but they didn't have one in the large size. They just had the tiny sizes, and I want us to get the full experience of the bag. So just like the redesigned bags, they have this side zipper that goes from point to point, which I really love. Actually, Hobby Lobby has a bag similar to this, because it's my toiletry bag at work, but they only come in black and pink. And it's 3 of us, and I want us all to have our own separate color. And since purchasing these on Amazon, more have come up with the same design and size and different fonts, like different prints. Different prints on it. So there may be more bags in my future, because they're really cute. They're functional. I wish it was a tad bit bigger, not long wise, but like height, space inside wise. So we open her up, and here's my next project. You see how much stuff comes in here? I have three full hanks here. I have my project. I have the ball I'm working on, my Notions 10, which is a nice size of my hand. I have pockets where I have my extra needles that I'm going to need for the ribbing. I have my swatch, well, a swatch, and a pen and a little sticky note, post-it note in case I needed something to make a note. So this project is twist loop collar by Other Loops, I believe. I am using Calborn Woolen Cricket, 100% merino, and the color medium gray. I bought this from Hillsborough Yarn store last May, well, this past May, when I was visiting my grandmother. So I finally found a pattern for this. I do have to hold it double, as you can see, because it didn't really make gauge, and I didn't want to pair it with the mohair. So the pattern photo, you can see it's the same kind. I want to say they're using what's that yarn everybody's really excited about? Comes in the color sake. I have some. I don't have sake, but I have a different color. That yarn, it looks like they have it in that yarn. So I was like, well, it'll be perfect. If you can see the color. Let me see. Is that better? That's better. So I'm very excited. It's my first time reading a chart. I did not realize it was charted towards the bottom. So the shoulder area, that's written out, but as soon as you connect, then it's like work front chart, blah blah blah. And I'm like, wait, a chart? I've never read a chart. It's actually a summer top I wanted to make, but I read the pattern and I saw that it was charted, and I was like, we're gonna pump our brakes for a little bit. We're not there yet, but I had already dove headfirst in, so it's been exciting. Took some getting used to, but I am chugging along. I'm almost finished with the first chart repeat. I have to repeat it almost 3 times. Didn't have a lot of time, a lot of quality time while I was at home, because you know, nieces and nephews and big cousins, just family time. So I'm looking forward to maybe tomorrow sitting down and devoting some time to this project. All right, so that is work in progress number 1. I already showed you guys the yarn for the scrunchie. This, I got rid of the ball band too. It's also the loops and threads. I just don't have the color number. I think I threw the ball band away. But while we were in North Carolina, I received this bag from my mom. It's one of my purchases. Yes, it's very cute. I actually had it saved in my internet browser for a while. I was going to go ahead and purchase it for myself, but my mom said that I could pick some things for my Christmas present, and which I thought was very sweet. So this is one of the items that I picked. I got the smaller bag. I didn't really like how elongated the long bag looked. Like, it wasn't long and tall. It was just long, and it wasn't really my thing. So I got a little small bag, which, I mean, it holds. I broke the balls down based on how much yarn I used for the other two scrunchies. So it has that. It has the pattern. And I'm going to use double pointed needles this time, so I have my whole kit, because I didn't want to separate them until I actually started the pattern. So everything fits in here very nicely. Speaking of purchases, because we don't have any extra projects going on right now, we went to Hillsborough yarn store. I didn't see anything there that really jumped out to me this time around. I wanted to get some Ihesha, the mohair. They didn't have the mohair. They had something similar. What was it? It wasn't the mohair, but it was like soft. It was like something equivalent to a mohair. But I didn't have a project in mind, and I didn't have a color that kind of like screamed out to me. So I said I will wait until I had something that I wanted to pair with it before I came back to purchase. So we went to, what was the next store we went to? I can't remember. It's a cute name. But we went there, and I walked around the whole entire store. Beautiful store. Black woman owned, I believe. Oh, my hank is falling apart. But I came across this yarn. Wonderland Yarns. Color is, so we went to Twisted Knitter. That's the yarn store. It's on her package. This color is called Tour of the Season Avonlea. I don't know. Oh, this is a limited edition colorway. Did not know that. And it comes with a little stitch marker. Let's open that up. Do I want to open it now? Okay, so the color is Cheshire Cat. Oops, where is it? Cheshire Cat, and this is the color. Very pretty. So there were other yarns next to it, and I had picked up this yarn at first. So I was like, I like it. I think it was a green also that I picked up. The green really didn't shout to me. So I picked this up, and then the next little cube down, they had this yarn. So I was like, ooh, this is also pretty. So I asked my mom, I was like, which color do you like? This color or this color? And my mom and the other ladies in the store said, ooh, all three go really nice together. So I was like, oh, we're sold. So we got all three. Well, I got all three. Ooh, my battery is about to die. Hold, please. Okay. So yes. So I have no idea what I'm going to make with it yet. Maybe a shawl. I do have a pattern. I don't have anything prepared today. I have a pattern. This lady I follow on YouTube, she has this wrap recipe that she has, and this might work very nice. Even though I think I need more yarn, this might be good to plug into there. Or I can make a tank top or a t-shirt. I'm just concerned about how this is going to pull. So I mean, a cute raglan with accents. That'd be cute. Okay, so we went to Twisted Knitter, got those, and then we went to Freeman's Creative, which I really love. We went there last year, and I saw this yarn, and I was like, okay, if we go back here, I'm going to get this yarn, which I did. So I picked up Barocco Mystico. There you go. And look at this color. The color is 2503 Dreamy. So pretty. So I went online. I have a pattern in mind. I can't look at it right now because I'm recording on my phone, but I will put the pattern here. And I was concerned about gauge. It's listed as a 4 medium, so it's 48% cotton, 30% alpaca, 12% wool, 10% nylon. And I was concerned about the thickness of the yarn. As you can see, it's very thin. So I was talking to one of the ladies who worked at the store, and she suggested that I pair it with a light fingering. Is that what it's called? A super fine wool. So she suggested Kelborn woolen, again, perennial. 60% superwash merino, 25% Surrey alpaca, 15% nylon. And this is in the color natural. So these two together, I'm hoping that this brings a little more brightness. Because this is kind of dull, but the colors are gorgeous. So I'm excited. Again, I will put the pattern here that I'm going to make with it. So I got 5 balls of the, what did I say color was? Of the Dreamy. So 5 balls of Dreamy. And then I got 2 balls of the Natural. I think that's all. Yeah, very short episode. My intent for 2026 is to catalog a little bit better, be more up to date on my Ravelry so that I can do everything I knit in 2026 video end of next year. I think that would just be cool. I want to do the bingo card I've seen everybody do this year. I had intent to do that this year, but I think I kind of just, I must have wrote it somewhere and misplaced it because it went from my brain to paper and then it was out of sight, out of mind. So I'm going to create a bingo card of all the things I want to get done this year. I think that'll be a cool idea. I already went through my Ravelry favorites and favorited a couple of items. Put on my queue of things I want to work on now. So you have the Miles shirt jacket, the blouse that I want to make with this yarn. And it was something, it was like, I think it's like a tank top. And I do want to make a bralette. Like I have cashmere yarn for my bralette. It's just going through things and figuring out what I want to make. I already know what I want to make. It's prioritizing what I want to make next. And then going through the yarn I already have designated for projects and to see if I still want that project. Because I have some yarn from last year before last, that I had set aside for a Sunday sweater by Petite Knit. And every time I see the sweater, it looks pretty until they raise their arms up. And then it's just like stomach. I don't like that. So I don't know. I'm fairly new, so I don't know how to customize around. It looks like it's just for round yolks. I don't know how to fix a round yoke so it doesn't bat wing and my sides and stomach's exposed. So we may or may not use that yarn for the Sunday sweater. We may just remake it into something completely different. But either way, I am super excited. I can't believe the first year flew by. And I'm just excited for the next year. I'm excited to keep advancing. Like I said, this is my first time reading a chart with this other loops, twisted loops. With my vest my collar that I'm making. It's the first time reading a pattern with that. You know, I want to find new techniques to try. I'm terrified of brioche, but I think we want to do that. And yeah, it just be like more conscious of, hey, these are the projects I really, really want to own and to wear, and let's make these instead of I tend to get excited and like bounce here and then bounce there. I'm like, ooh, I like that. And then I have a lot of whips because a lot of things aren't getting done because I'm not super excited about it, to where like I want to wear this. It's more like, oh, that's cute, let's try it. So more intentional with 2026, but still have fun, because you know, if we're not having fun with it, then why are we doing it? So that's all I have for tonight. I hope everybody has an amazing New Year's Eve tomorrow and a safe New Year's Eve tomorrow, and that everybody steps into 2026 rejuvenated, excited, and just blessed. Have a good night, and I'll see you in the new year.